Welcome back to episode 19 of Midnight Movie Reviews. As you can tell, we've taken a bit of a hiatus. I'm not gonna say it was school, but, well, kind of was. You know, everyone's busy. We all have stuff
It's an
to do.
event series now.
Yeah, like Adam said, we're only doing it for our special movies now. And this one we're bringing to you is all of our convoluted movie, Tenet. We have a guest with us. This is a first timer. His name's Owen. Owen, why don't you tell me about yourself? You know, what you like, movies, what you do.
Well, you see, I'm 16. I enjoy long walks on the beach. Okay, sorry. I usually the movies that I like to watch are more like, you know, science fiction, kind of fantasy stuff. I'm more into like that sort of, like, I'm more into plot driven stuff. And less like, I mean, like, you know, I'll vibe with Marvel and stuff, but it just depends. I really watch whatever. Like in real life, I'm a gamer, so.
Is this your first Christopher Nolan movie?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't think so, no.
Have you watched The Dark Knight?
Vague, like, actually a little bit, but it, like, when I was like really young, so no.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure you've gotten a feel for Christopher Nolan. He likes to mess with time unless he's messing with Batman. So yeah, this is our, what, third one?
Yeah,
Fourth.
third.
No, fourth.
Wait.
I think it's fourth because we
have
Memento.
Yeah, Inception,
Memento,
Interstellar, and Memento.
Yeah, so this is the fourth Christopher Nolan movie.
You gotta watch The Prestige.
Oh yeah, we have to.
You guys are gonna hate me, but I've never seen Inception before. That's on my to-watch
I
list.
watched it, but I like only watched it once, so it was like really hard for me to like do it, you know, like do the podcast. I was still super confused, and I'm still, for this movie, this is my first time watching it.
That's how I'm kind of gonna be, because I literally came off of watching this movie like 7 minutes ago.
Oh my god,
So-
same.
Okay, here's the thing about this movie. This movie is great unless you like plots. In that case, it sucks.
if you just like shooty bang bang, this is the movie for you. But let me give the summary
movie-
and we'll get into the questions. So Adam, I hope you have that lovely yummy question list somewhere ready for you yourself to read. But anyways,
It's so lovely.
Okay.
Misha, do you want to read the summary?
Yeah, I was gonna do that right now. Okay, so this is guys, this is right off IMDb, so don't be mad at me. In a twilight world of international espionage, an unnamed CIA operative known as the protagonist, this is our African-American feller with the lovely beard, is recruited by a mysterious organization called Tenet to participate in a global assignment that unfolds beyond real time. The mission is to prevent Andrei Sator, a renegade Russian oligarch with precognition abilities, from starting World War III. The protagonist will soon master the art of time inversion as a way of countering the threat that is to come. Adam? No, Adam, this is not part of the Harlem Renaissance. This is post-Harlem Renaissance. So, you know, Adam, let's get into the questions.
Yes. So, first, general opinion from everyone in the movie. I'll go first.
Okay.
So, I think that in the scope of all of Christopher Nolan's work, it's probably on the lower side.
I'd say mediocre.
But that's not to say what?
I'd say like mediocre to lower, because like if you think about it, this is still like a feat of filmmaking, like in and of itself.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you were ranking this based on other Christopher Nolan movies, what I was about to say is, in general though, it's definitely a good movie, even a great movie, but there are some issues with it that's undeniable, and it's far from perfect. But it's a very interesting film, very unique. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Owen, what did you think?
In all honesty, I hated it. Well, okay, not hated it, but I very strongly disliked it.
Okay.
Here's the. I went to see it with my friend, like, cause like he does his own, like, he makes his own movies, whatever. That's not entirely important. Like, but he was like, he wanted to like kind of like put the time thing in the plot, and like he was trying to explain it to me, and I'm like, I have no idea what this means.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I'll go watch the movie. I walked out of the movie, and I was like, I walked out of the movie, and like my parents asked me, yo, what was this movie about? And I literally could not tell them. I honestly could not tell them what
You
the
walked
movie
out,
was
but
about.
then you saw yourself walking back in reverse.
Yes, exactly. And
Okay,
then I started
so-
regretting that.
So is the reason that you disliked the movie that you didn't understand it?
Well, it's more so it's one that I didn't understand it. Two, I just felt like
You didn't
that
fuck with it.
like first off, that like I just felt like even when like I try to understand it, it still just kind of sounds dumb to me. I just like, and then second off, the acting just feels lazy at points.
Yeah.
Well, like Owen, like I agree with you in
Interesting.
the aspect that it's like it is hard to follow. Like, did you watch it recently, or did you only watch it that one time in the theater?
Mostly once, but like a little bit afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, has anyone here watched it more than once? Or are we all like first time watchers?
I watched it a few months ago, and then I rewatched it like a week ago
Okay.
for this.
So yeah.
All right, so Adam's kind of got the upper hand here
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
of all of us.
I feel like to like understand this movie more, we have to like go on like Google and like look at the timeline. But like,
Yeah.
I think that this movie, like in general, it's not that hard to follow because like the problem, it's in a way it's Memento, right? You have two separate plot lines or two plot lines that are the same, but they're just starting at different points and they meet in the middle and go backwards from each other.
Yeah.
Like that's the general consensus of what this movie is. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and like Owen, I respect your opinion, but I have to say, like, just in general, I think that not understanding a film isn't really like a basis on whether it's good or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay, but here's the thing. I don't feel like I should have to go onto like a Wikipedia article to actually like enjoy a plot of a movie.
Yeah.
And
Right.
also, it's not just my issues with the plot. I also, again, visually, I'm not arguing that it isn't stunning. Visually, this movie is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
we don't just watch a movie to.
I mean, me and Nick do.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Fair point, I guess.
Christopher Nolan movies are known to be very complex.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
this, like Interstellar, like or not Interstellar. Actually, let's talk about Interstellar real quick. Like that
Ooh,
was pretty
yeah.
easy
Here
to
we
follow,
go.
considering that it's like that one's pretty easy to follow. And then when you think
I'm good
about
with that.
Inception, it's similar to this movie in the sense of its uniqueness of using time, right?
Yeah.
Around.
I mean,
Mhm.
Interstellar was unique in time as well.
Yeah. But that
Of
one
course.
But it was a
way
bit
less-
easier to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
But like I feel like this movie is,
That's not saying much, but it
yeah,
was
but,
easier.
Like, this movie
yeah.
it is hard to follow, but I feel like I will appreciate it more when I look into it and know exactly how it works and exactly what's
Yes.
supposed to happen when. Then
Like,
I will
it
exactly
benefits-
be like tenfold more.
It benefits from rewatches.
Yeah,
For sure.
and it
For
benefits
sure.
from like watching
Mhm.
YouTube on it because there are people
Yeah.
who probably understand it better than we do.
Yeah.
Half of me kind of feels like that this was sort of like, again, I'm not trying to pick brains, but like I feel like this was Nolan. I feel like this was sort of a commentary, if this makes any sense. Like, just I find it very odd that he names the main character just the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that there's like, I'm trying to voice my thoughts real quick, but it's almost like he's sort of like making like the story kind of like he's trying to make it like a typical action movie and like make it so there's not so much depth, but at the same time adding way too much that like it overcomplicates. I feel like it's on purpose almost.
No, it totally was on purpose because it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, everyone else had such a basic name too. It's not like Neil Tyson the Fifth. It was just Neil and
Yeah.
Cat or K. I forget what it was. Cat.
Cat. Yeah.
And it's just, and then the only one who actually had a last name was Andre because he was like the main supervillain who like has all this like insane like I feel like he was the most explained character out of all of them, right?
Oh,
I
for
didn't know.
sure.
I'm gonna be
Well-
honest. I totally did not catch that he had premonition or like any of those abilities until you read the.
No,
thing.
wait, he didn't. Wait, he didn't
Did
have
he?
premonition. No. He just had
Huh?
he was
from the
he had-
future.
because he had people in the past telling him in the future,
Yeah.
and then vice
that's
versa.
good.
So he had people in the other points of time telling him
Oh.
exactly what's happening. So he's
So he
always,
wasn't really like a
second.
clairvoyant or anything. He was
Okay.
just well informed.
Yeah, this is the temporal.
The IBM thing messed me up. though.
Temporal pincer, yeah.
Yeah. That's a really unique idea. I like the temporal pincer a lot.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
sounds cool, yeah.
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 All right.
Yeah, it does.
But
Oh,
I feel like the decision to name the main character the protagonist,
absolutely
which
racist.
like they don't call him that or anything. Like he just doesn't.
Yeah, because they
his name
never
is
mention
used.
his name at all.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
also, I didn't feel like I needed to know his name. Like, part of me feels like I
Right.
needed to because it's like a movie and he's a character. and
Yeah.
It's a story, but also it's like they didn't really need to.
I feel like that's just to make him mysterious, right? Like he's a
Yeah.
CIA guy.
He's the one
He'd probably
behind
be
all
working under a false name anyway.
Uh-huh.
You know, we don't know much about him, but we find out lots about him,
hmm
Oh,
like
yeah.
what he will do. So
Yeah, and he's the one who's
Like-
behind everything, anyways. So
yeah, I feel
he's-
like it fits.
like he's
Yeah.
the one who started the whole operation from the future, but he got him his past
Yeah.
self for some reason.
That said, though, I feel like it is a controversial opinion or a controversial idea to not name your main character. So I understand where you're
Mhm.
coming from.
Yeah.
I actually that's one of the aspects of the movie that I like is him not naming the main character. I feel like it's such a interesting move, if that makes any sense. It's like I don't know, it just feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
It's a
well,
unique way of going about it.
let's begin to talk about the characters and
Mhm.
acting in the movie. Owen, I know you wanted to talk about the acting a bit.
Okay, so acting for the most part, I feel like is okay. The only issue, and I feel like again, sometimes this could just be me. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But when, especially when they were like when they start to talk about the actual like how the world works and how like the movie works and like how like all the time travel stuff works, I feel like their line delivery becomes. And I'm like,
Yeah,
hold up, I need to
agree.
rewind the movie and figure out what
I
the heck you just said.
Because it
Because-
literally sounds
Mhm.
so robotic. It's like, oh my god, it really does that? What?
And then when like the
Yeah.
girl is explaining it, it just kind of like she says it so fast that I can't understand her.
But I'll be
I feel
honest. Oh, go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I feel like it's just so hard for us to like relate it to anything.
Right.
Mhm.
It kind of just like goes over our head. So it's like this is just
Yeah.
a really unrelatable topic
Mhm.
for us.
Even
Yeah,
if their
the-
line
yeah,
delivery is
because,
like
I
how
mean-
they would be explaining something normally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just like they're explaining how something simple like works because this is a reality for them, and
Yeah.
I'm sure in that reality they're able to understand it just fine. But
Mhm. Because they know
we're not
how it
living
works,
in
they've
that.
been researching it.
Exactly. But we're just kind of left in the dark, so you kind of have to rewind it a couple times and really kind of think about it. So it's an interesting concept.
I just feel like I understand what you're saying, and I agree that it's nice to portray this as like a normal thing for people in this world. However,
It's
if I want to enjoy a movie, I feel like
Yeah.
the rules of the world should come before it being treated like a normal thing.
yeah, and I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I
something-
feel you on that one. Yeah.
Something I kind of want to point out that I like really enjoy as like all the time when I see him in a movie, Robert Pattinson, the man, the myth, the legend. I don't know why people shit on him so much, but I honestly think he's one of
Twilight. Twilight is why.
Shush! I know why people. Okay, nowadays I don't know why people shit on him. He is such a
Yeah.
great actor. Like I think he was one of the shining stars in this movie, and I don't know. He always gets his accents on point. He's probably like doing some like minute area of the UK from this section of point in time, and he probably like locked himself in a room before doing this movie for like 5 years. You know, he's just he's amazing, and I really liked how his delivery was in this movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, and well, there weren't any like big standout memorable performances. I feel like the issue was more dialogue than acting.
Yeah.
The dialogue was just really average and unremarkable.
It's not that Pulp Fiction that Luke talks about.
Yeah.
Not Pulp Fiction.
yeah, that Pulp Fiction.
I do have to say, when acting, when the protagonist, played by John David Washington, who I've never heard of personally, but
What else has he acted in? Wait, let's,
actually, I can check that out. I
will
have
check-
the
I'm
internet.
know.
out right now.
I'm checking
Oh,
it
okay.
out.
I'm checking it out. Stop.
Black Klansman. I don't
I
know.
haven't seen that.
Ballers.
The Book of Eli.
Malcolm X. I've seen that.
Oh.
So he has seemed to be
I know his dad, Denzel Washington, is a famous actor as well.
Oh, yeah,
that's his
Denzel
kid.
Washington.
Oh, yeah.
He's the son of
That's
This is
Denzel.
wait,
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I just realized.
Wait,
that.
really? That's his kid?
Oh.
I had no idea.
Denzel? Really?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Denzel Washington's a G. He's great.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Anyhow, when the specific scene in the movie is when he starts fighting himself, and when he realizes that he's fighting himself, the face of shock I still see after like months after watching this movie.
Is that a good thing for you or a bad thing though?
But I like his reactions. I have to say he has some. He has some very good reaction shots in that movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good because it's like when you're watching it through in like, yeah, obviously when you're watching it in the normal, I don't know if you watch this movie backwards, but you know, you see it and he's like, why is he like doing such a weird face, even though you can see that he's a black man in the suit. But and then you know once he goes backwards in time into the same scene,
You realize.
yeah, he
Yeah.
knows. He's like, oh, I will be fighting myself here because he saw the person before fly out and then he flew in.
Yeah.
And then
Those-
have you
I-
have you guys watched the synchronization here? I can send a link, but there's like a synchronization of the airport scene from all different.
Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I
But
will send
also at the same time, I kind of find that I found that as a really cool fight and like a kind of a cool twist. But I also kind of found it like a little bit stupid when I first thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know why.
I mean, I
feel
thought-
like,
Yeah, I thought that scene was really cool. Like that was probably one of my favorite
I'm
scenes
just
in the movie.
baffled. I'm baffled how they like choreographed it because I feel like the
Right,
reverse and the forward
I know.
are two
Yeah.
different complete takes, or they're the
No, I don't-
same.
That's nearly impossible for them to do. I feel like they would have had to have like someone going in reverse doing it.
But it's too good to be in reverse. Too
It's,
good.
it's too.
Mhm.
It's too.
I would love to see behind the scenes.
Like how would they? How
No,
would they
one of
do
them
that?
is in one. They do it both ways. So they do it from the right perspective from both people. So you do the forward perspective when he's in the suit, and the forward perspective when he's in his tuxedo suit.
That's
That's
cool.
fine.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But Luke was saying that one scene was cool. I feel like this entire movie was just exudes cool from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems like a cool like world they've got going on. I mean,
was
it's
like,
a little bit. It's
even-
really complex and hard to understand, but like
Right.
then
Right.
again, it seems like really cool, like you guys are saying.
Yeah.
It's like I hardly know half the stuff that's going on, but this is epic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would enjoy. I feel like I would have enjoyed it more if they took a little bit more time to build the world and just like fully
Yeah.
Oh,
explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the kind of issues with the movie, in my
But
opinion.
like considering the fact that like then that would just be so much more fluff that you'd have to go.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
And then it would add to
Is
an
it
already
really
long run
fluff,
time.
though? Like,
I'm
I mean,
gonna be honest. I disagree with that completely. I feel like they explained like the concepts they're dealing with well enough. It's
Yeah.
just the
Mhm.
fact that like with everything going like back and forth, the plot itself is confusing. And like
Yes.
without being like extremely redundant, they couldn't necessarily like explain that.
Yeah, I get that. Like I was watching it, I was like trying my hardest. I was like, wait. I was like, are they going backwards in forward time or forward and backwards? And it's like I just like didn't understand. Because like
Right.
it would flip between it so quick, and it's like so hard to
Yeah.
follow. Like that's the I think that's
it
the
is.
movie's biggest downfall.
Yeah, but it was so fucking cool.
I know it was
is,
so
yeah.
cool, but it's just like
Uh-huh.
in the sense of like whoa, but and then like trying to follow the plot through that it's just hard. But they do
'Cause it
explain
was-
it. That's the problem. For like to me, like my issue is I know they explained it, but I was still having difficulty following it. Maybe I'm just
I feel
stupid.
like if they explained it better, like I'm not saying that if they spent more time, but I feel like if they actually like worded it differently or showed it differently at first, I feel like again this movie would have probably gone from like a 3 in my book to maybe to like a 9 or an 8.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't see how they could have explained it better. Like, it is very complex, but like once you do understand it, it's amazing. You have to just bear with it for a while and understand it.
Yeah, I guess.
You know?
Mhm.
Like you just gotta accept that it takes time to understand it.
Yep. And then again, it's its issue, but it's not because you know you're going in a Christopher Nolan movie and you know you're gonna have
Right.
to
I mean,
read essay.
Mhm.
I feel like Inception was a little bit more logical in my mind, at least, than this. And I don't know, that might sound kind of crazy to say, but I mean, it could just be because I just came off watching this movie, and I had a little bit of time to think and ponder Inception after I'd seen it for like a day or so before coming on
You also
to
had
the
Isaac.
podcast. And yes, I also had Isaac who had seen it before, so that could add to my understanding of Inception. But whereas this, I kind of just came off of watching it without having any way of understanding it except for my own brain. So
Yeah.
so it's interesting. I mean, I am definitely gonna go do some background research on this, but it is a very cool
Are
concept.
you gonna read the book that was written in the future, but it's flipping backwards through time, but it's going forward when you open it?
The book was written backwards.
Yeah, no, there's so many cool sequences play with that. Can we please just gush over how cool the final, like the climax was?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
baller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Again, like visually, just looking at it, it gives like my eyes an
My
orgasm.
favorite, I feel like the coolest bit in there was the building explosion where
Definitely, yeah.
both the teams tie.
Oh,
yeah.
One
Yeah, and
blows
when-
up, but then recedes, and then the other one blows up.
That
From
was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when that one soldier got like sealed in the wall.
Yeah, that was cool, but also like you're an idiot, dude.
Yeah. Because I mean, that guy was yelling at you. Oh, there's the building. It's gonna like kill you, and then he didn't care.
He's like, sorry, what? Me no hablo English.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie is filled with very interesting time scenes, and again, this one that scene is pretty much like same, obviously not a copy paste, but it's the same style as the airport scene before, which is
Yeah.
it's just interesting, and it's just crazy how they filmed it. It just like baffles me. But yeah, I feel like
I've been thinking about
something stand out that isn't so stand out is that Indian lady. Like, I don't get who she is still. I'm confused on
Yeah.
that. Like, I didn't get what her
Yeah.
point was. Like, why did she try to kill? Who did she
Right.
try to kill at the end, or why did
No,
she kill?
she was on their side. She was part of the Tenet organization.
Why did wait? Why did she kill herself, or why did she get killed?
Well, because
She's like tying up loose ends or whatever.
yeah.
What was she gonna do though?
Because she was kind of, sort of supporting like the evil guy a little bit.
Okay, well, the last sentence of synopsis on IMDb says the protagonist then saves Kat from being killed by Pariah after the film's event. Okay, so apparently she was gonna go kill Kat.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense. But yeah. Now I get what it means a bit more. Okay. But still,
Yeah.
I feel like in a way she was misplaced, but you know, side characters,
Right.
blah blah blah, importance.
Yeah.
I feel like her character was kind of like a middleman
Mhm.
and could have been cut out entirely. She was kind of just like there to dump like plot exposition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I feel like there's a lot of those kind of people
Yeah.
just scattered around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that
One of
one
the-
scientist lady. Yeah.
I've been
Right.
thinking about what an interesting experience it would be to watch this movie backwards.
Misha
Like-
said that. I wanted to bring that up. That
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I kind of actually want to do that. Is there a way to do that?
There is. Just
Torrent the movie,
reverse.
download it, and then you know, play it in reverse.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to take a minute to recognize the fact that Hans Zimmer did not make the soundtrack to this
Yeah,
movie.
I was gonna look into
Yeah,
it, and I completely
I was
forgot to.
shocked.
I
was
feel like this movie was missing something, and it is
Yeah.
Hans Zimmer.
Uh huh.
Like
I
the
mean, it was
soundtrack
like-
was mediocre, but
I honestly don't remember it at all.
it was basically like do like just like
It's like it's kind of
Bass 808. Do 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 do.
It's
Bass.
like he was kind of trying to be Hans Zimmer, but he just isn't Hans Zimmer, so it doesn't
Who
Who did
really
it?
work
Who
out.
was it?
yeah, it just
I think it was it
I
Ludwig
forgot the name.
Göransson?
Yeah, it was like Ludwig something.
Is
Yeah.
that the guy who did the Mandalorian?
The guy did Black Panther, I think, right?
No.
That was a good soundtrack.
most overrated movie ever.
That's
Why?
true.
That's racist.
Well, that's the thing. If
I mean-
if you get a bad rating, it's racist.
Ludwig Göransson. Okay, let's see who else he did.
Yeah.
Why did Hans? And I love the first thing. Why did Hans Zimmer not compose Tenet?
Because he couldn't understand the plot, so he's like, I don't know how to write this.
Wait, because he couldn't say no to Dune.
Oh.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, I
Whoa.
see. I see how it is.
There we go. Okay, all is forgiven now.
Wait,
Yeah.
when is Dune coming out?
It was supposed to be out last December, but it's gonna be out in October. So actually, he probably could have done Tenet,
Probably.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
because it got
but at the
pushed
time
back
he
a year.
didn't know that it was gonna get
Right,
pushed
right.
back.
Yeah, this movie underperformed severely at the box office because no one saw it because of COVID. They were
Makes
all,
sense.
everyone was like, "Oh, everyone's gonna want to see this movie, and it's gonna reinvigorate movie
did it come
theaters,"
out?
and then no one did.
2020.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this. Okay, well, it still made money, but
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like the
It
movie.
It was way too soon.
I feel
Yeah,
like
because nobody was comfortable with going back to the
Right.
movie theaters then.
Yeah.
yeah, and also nobody wants to buy it for $20.
Right.
Actually, no, I think they would rather buy it and then they get to keep it instead of having to pay the same amount to.
Yeah. And then Christopher Nolan was an absolute god and refused to let it be on HBO Max. Like
Is that
premiere on HBO Max.
Oh yeah, it is on it, but it's
Yeah.
but it's on HBO Max.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it is. It just got added like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's good. But the thing is, they probably should have waited till
Yeah,
like
definitely.
a month or two ago and then release
Right.
it. I feel like it would get maybe another 200-300 million, but
Yeah.
I'm blaming its box office performance on COVID. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's been a lot
definitely.
higher.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh, this is kind of random, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I don't remember where, but I was somewhere out in public, and I heard like this song that was used for Inception, that like Italian song that they played in
Yeah.
reverse,
Nice.
and I kind of just like paused for a second.
Luke contemplates if he's in a dream.
Wait, what's the name of the song? I forget how.
Time
it
for
is.
the
I
kid.
forgot. I don't know. Something. It was like French. I think it was something French, not Italian.
No, it's
Yeah,
Italian.
wait,
me,
Justin sent it in chat like a while ago. I'll find it.
Okay. Well, Adam, why don't you move us along to the next question?
Yes, Dad.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
So, dialogue. We already kind of talked about that. Anyone have anything else to say?
You know, again, like Owen was saying, I feel like it wasn't awful. It wasn't like, What's a bad movie I can compare it to? What's a bad movie?
Kind of on the same level as The Martian, in my opinion, about that dialogue level.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same in their explanation style. Their line delivery is very like, rah, not like.
I personally found The Martian easier to understand than this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Really? Wow.
For sure.
All right,
Tenfold.
the kick song from Inception was Je ne regrette rien.
Oh yeah, it's a very
That's-
famous French song.
That's French, yeah.
Italian.
Good song.
Really?
No, it's French.
It's French.
Sounds
It's
very
French.
French.
It's French.
Yeah.
It's not. There's no like flying pizzas and meatballs in the song.
Nick is in French.
No.
I'm in French 3. Of course I'd know that song.
Do you listen to it every day when you go down to the
Yeah,
language
he
learning
gets.
school?
Yep.
It's his
On
hype
your
song
playlist?
before French class.
Oh, I also had a one kind of speculation. So if you guys didn't know, I am a Latin student, and the title of this movie means "he holds" in Latin. I
Whoa.
wonder if that-
Also,
He
isn't
hold.
Tenet? Isn't it Tenet because like it's the same spelled forwards as it is backwards?
Yeah, that's not the
Ooh.
only
that
reason.
could be.
though.
That could be. But it could also be. I don't know what what holding would have to do with this movie exactly, but maybe it could have some.
Well, literally, he was holding
Connection.
the thing that would kill the world, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
In,
that could be.
in the English language, tenet means a principle or belief, especially one of the main principles of a religion or philosophy. I feel like that's a bit more applicable.
Triple meaning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, let's look. Tenet meaning of Christopher Nolan movie title revealed in crucial sequence. Okay, too much to read. Not enough time. Gonna get it, guys? No time?
Oh.
Let's go
Guys,
backwards.
a quote from Tenet: "Don't try to understand it, feel it." I think that's very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie that describes the
Me when I
movie,
don't
and
understand it and it's that I try to feel it. Why is this fire so hot? Oh no.
Would you run into the burning building?
Oh no, it's cold.
I would run out backwards.
Yeah.
Alright. Adam, Scoochie Doochie. Oh my god. Move us along,
Gucci,
my
dude.
friend.
Okay, so visual effects.
Nuts.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Nuts.
Can I say something?
No.
Please? I saw it on IMDb. They actually crashed that 747.
Yeah,
it was
no,
all
'cause
practical.
It
No
was
CGI.
a huge
Awesome.
portion of their budget.
It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Because it would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
okay. So I was watching this channel called Lucas, and pretty much what he does is just like weekly dose of aviation. And one of the episodes is like this movie stunt, blah blah blah, move the plane because it would be cheaper, or whatever. So because I don't know why CGI pushing a plane into a building is cheaper than buying a 747 and then crashing it into a building.
We live in a society.
Yeah, we live in a society where crashing a plane is cheaper than doing it on a computer. But still, I feel like that's Christopher Nolan fashion. You know,
Yeah.
he's all practical, and he'll do it.
Yeah.
And even if they couldn't do it in whatchamacallit, in practical full size, they would just scale it like they did for The Dark Knight.
Right. Or like when they went to space for Interstellar and
No,
hooked
but they
up to-
actually went to space and
Yeah.
found a black hole. That like
right,
actually
and
happened.
they hooked up to DiCaprio's brain for Inception.
Mhm.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
There you go.
Just spoiled like 5 movies there. Yeah.
Yes. What else can we spoil, guys? Like, well, that wasn't really. a
Darth
spoiler.
Vader is Luke's father. Oh crap.
Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my
Oh, I
god.
haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I've only seen the sequels.
Here's a fun question. Plot structure.
What
No.
is
Oh,
what is
boy.
plot
Oh.
structure?
Oh.
I feel like
Plot.
Non-existent.
I feel like technically the movie, like in the time setting that goes in reverse, it kind of finds its way like halfway, not like, because you know he talks about him in the future, the protagonist in the future, but we never get to see that, right? Like we never get to see
Yeah.
him like setting everything up, be like, we have to do this mission, right? So I feel like they kind of take the reverse timeline and start it like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through, right? And
Yeah,
then,
I mean it's basically a zigzag line going back and forth.
well, let me look at an image of Tenet timeline.
Like
It-
most of the movie takes place before the movie starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tenet timelines. Oh god.
Because
It-
like
it
the
could
future declares war on the past, essentially, right? Kind of
Something
like the future
that.
wants to change to the past
They want to just annihilate the past.
Yeah.
because of something they did. I'm not exactly sure what, but
All right, guys. I found a fun timeline picture for everyone.
I'd
Oh,
like
I
to see
found
this
one
timeline.
too. I think I'm gonna be looking at the same one as you.
Okay, excuse me. What is this?
It's a timeline.
Oh, it's like a subway station. Like
Oh, yeah,
But,
that's
yeah.
what I'm looking at right now, but I'm looking at it in full.
I can't wait. Wait. Give me a minute. It's so blurry. I can't actually see it.
Go to the
Yeah.
website. No, but the thing is, this is all like fully done.
oh my gosh.
Copy image create. I'm trying to like.
Yeah, I can't see
Find
it in
it.
this picture. It's
Also,
too
something
blurry.
I noticed was the guy who got killed at the beginning of the movie was Neil.
Who?
The guy in the
The-
beginning of the movie who's next to the protagonist, like in the trains, who dies, that's Neil.
I totally forgot
Neil-
about the beginning
Neil
of
got
this
killed at
movie.
the end of the movie.
yeah.
No. Does that even-
It's not.
Wait, am
it's
I
not.
joshing? That I might have missed something. Did I
No,
end the
because
movie?
that was the whole
Neil-
point of seeing the backpack, like with the little
Right.
thing
Yeah.
on it.
Neil like went like in reverse back to the battle. And he's like, "See you at the beginning."
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah. So
And
he's
then-
like laying down in the backpack and he sees the drawstring.
Yeah, like he saved him. Like he when the bad guy was like gonna like shoot him, and then the guy in reverse like
And
gets
this
shot.
is the one they're about to drop the bomb into the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, in, like
Uh,
the cage
Oh, that
area.
makes sense now. Okay, I'm an idiot. Then who gets killed at the
Yeah.
beginning of the movie with?
just a
Oh, with the
random
other guy. I'm an idiot.
guy
Never
he's
mind,
working with.
I'm dumb. Yeah. So then, but then he recruits him in the future, or in what's his face in the protagonist's future. He recruits Neil again from the past, right? Is that how?
Yes, I think he trained Neil from like childhood, maybe.
Hmm.
Not sure about that one.
Well, yeah, because they had like a big history
Yeah.
at the beginning, so it's like, yeah.
Right.
But we don't know when the beginning was because we
Yeah.
don't see it at all. We're just
And,
kind of like inferring about it.
and weird people online pulled a Nick from The Great Gatsby and were like, "Oh yeah, the protagonist and Neil were totally fucking in the future." Like, just please
What?
stop. There's no
Yeah.
evidence whatsoever.
They're just saying that because they're
Don't
like
say
horny.
things that you can't prove.
Mhm.
That's an interesting fan theory. Wow.
Also, there's quite the age gap there, so I
Yeah.
don't know what to think about that.
My question is, did they do it backwards or?
no,
They did it in
that
forward time, but it was going in reverse.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know what the frick.
yeah. Well, wow, guys, remember when we thought Interstellar was complicated?
This is a whole
Easy
new level
work.
of what the fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like again, I feel like someone was just like, let's take all of like here's the thing. I might be biased because personally, time travel movies I just don't like. I feel like they
Yeah,
make a
but
plot bad, and then
Here's
like
the thing about this movie, though, it's not necessarily time travel. It's like
Exactly.
reversing time. It's so unique. It's like nothing like this has ever been done before.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're,
Right.
they're
So-
like it's just like they're
I'm
going
not saying it's a
backwards.
time travel movie.
It is.
That was not.
It's time manipulation.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much better than a time travel movie in my
Because it's
opinion.
been done so many times before, and Christopher Nolan has
Yeah,
also done
right.
it. So why would he recycle the same thing for another movie? And
Hmm.
he kind of recycled the topic, but it was different. It was done in a whole unique way.
Like you can only have Bill and Ted go in a phone booth back in time so many times, but you can have Tenet go backwards once.
Are you
Wow.
are you having are you gonna get shot in reverse through the head right now? Is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Okay, that was really cool too.
happens all the time. Hashtag relatable.
Yeah.
I just feel
the
like
whole movie.
I
It's so
just-
relatable.
it just makes the plot very complicated, which is fine,
I mean,
but at the same time, I feel like
get it
again,
time. Cause time. Yeah.
Wow.
very
Wow,
funny.
amazing.
Yeah.
No, keep going, Owen.
It's just like I feel like it's I feel like what it like it's just like time, like when you mess with time, and I have to give respect to Nolan because he makes very impressive stuff. Just like his reputation precedes him, honestly. But just I feel like that in certain types, if you mess with time and if you do it wrong, you make a less enjoyable film.
I'm saying he did it
I see
wrong.
that. But I feel
Saying
like
that he did it wrong, I
right,
just feel
though,
like
but it was just hard for people to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in essence, did he mean for it to be hard to understand? If he meant it for it to be hard to understand, then I can regard it as a piece of artwork that I just don't like how it was executed. But if he did it trying to explain it well and just failed at that point, then
Yeah,
that's where I have to say that.
Let's be honest. He definitely made it hard to understand. I think
yeah.
at that point, like, once he made Inception in Memento, he became known for being super confusing. So he probably like sits down and he's like, huh, how can I mind fuck the audiences this time?
Yeah. Inception made too much sense. But honestly, though, Inception actually did kind of, I mean, make some sense to me, because actually quite a bit of sense, because it had that way of just all coming together at the end that this just I didn't really get that feeling watching this movie.
Yeah. Like, I think Inception is far from straightforward, but I think as far as its confusingness, it's definitely way overestimated.
Yeah, I think so too.
I feel
Is it just
yeah, I'd
or do you
agree.
think this movie could benefit from a sequel?
No,
Oh no,
No, definitely
that
not.
would ruin its mystique.
yeah, like this is a one-time, like, hey, wasn't that cool sort of thing. Like, I feel like, aside from the fact that Christopher Nolan just doesn't do sequels, aside from the Dark Knight trilogy, but like, I don't know, I feel like this is it's a novelty sort of thing, right? Like, nothing like Memento is ever gonna work again.
Yeah, because if somebody does it, they're gonna be like, "This is Memento."
Yeah.
And then if Christopher Nolan does it again, he's just gonna be like, "He's lazy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget, is it Quentin Tarantino or Nolan who said he's only gonna make a certain amount of films in his lifetime?
Tarantino's only making 10,
Tarantino.
so he's got one left.
Oh,
Can't
wow.
wait for that.
I wish it's Star Trek by Tarantino. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, well, if he does do Star Trek, that's not going to count because, like, he didn't, like, write it entirely.
Yeah, it would be his.
I think he should do Star Trek.
Oh,
there was-
I remember when that was.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Because that was a
Yeah.
thing like 5 years ago. I remember. I was
Right,
so
yeah,
excited
yeah.
for that.
Same.
And Paramount and Chris
Oh,
Pine.
that
And
was so interesting.
Chris Pine and his stupid budgetary stuff.
Yeah. Are they ever going to make a new Star Trek 4?
I think they are, but it's just like Chris Pine, and because they have to get Chris Hemsworth back on the thing. Chris Hemsworth is much more expensive than Chris Hemsworth
Yeah,
11 years
Yeah.
ago.
right.
God damn it, Chris Hemsworth and Chris
Yeah.
Pine.
There's been no news on that in like 3 years.
Yep. I remember they were gonna put one out. I think they were supposed to put one out in like 2019 or 2020, but
Yeah.
that's just no one would pay for it because Star Trek is now back to TV shows again, which is annoying, but
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question. Cinematography.
Oh, yeah.
Very unique, very good.
Very good.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. I think we can all
cinematography
enjoy
was
that.
on point, and in Christopher Nolan style, this man took his big boy IMAX camera out and used it to film like he always does.
Yep.
Visually,
I feel this was shot on what 65 millimeter film, and
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
No,
Every,
I'm being
like-
sarcastic.
no, it was shot on 65 millimeter film, so that means it's like way big. And I feel like, I don't think they can do this, but if like in the future when we like can watch this on like 24K monitors, they can't remaster it because it's like they already did all the effects and already made it a digital version, so they'd have to redo everything. But you
Wait.
know, whatever.
This movie was shot on film?
Yeah.
I thought it was
No.
digital.
Film.
Oh.
Christopher Nolan always shoots on film. IMAX
Yeah.
is IMAX and IMAX, and then other film cameras. Maybe it was partially shot on digital, but like
I
It
could have
was-
sworn Nolan was a digital guy.
nope.
oh wow.
Camera used
That even makes it
for
more kinda-
Tenet. Yeah. Shot entirely, almost entirely, so that they probably had some sort of
Someone pulled out their iPhone and just.
no. But the thing is,
I'm kidding.
Adam, film works better because you have way more like nicer looking colors with it, and it's easier
Right,
to
yeah.
grade. And yeah, I can't find exactly what camera they use for 65 millimeter, but yeah, it just gives them a lot more leeway, and it is hard to shoot on, but it's so worth it and makes it look so good. And like I wish I could appreciate it in the sense that you know, I wish I could watch it on some like epic monitor that's like perfect for the colors, but I still thought it looked really good. Like
Yeah.
physical effects, looking on it was super good. I feel like all like the colors in this movie are beautiful in general, like in the temporal thingy where you could see both sides right away. I feel like that was done really well, and I love all the moving in reverse and moving forward in the reverse or in vice versa.
Yeah. Actually, I got to see this on the I actually got to see this on like the at the theater. I got to see it on the
Marky.
like the bigger screen, like what's it called?
Nice.
Ultra screen. I got to see it on the ultra screen, which is
Oh, great.
really, really cool.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
I would have loved to see this in theater.
Mhm.
It, I have to say that this movie, for as much as I hate the plot or hate how it was just presented, this movie gave my eyes like all sorts of orgasms. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how
All of
else to
them.
say it.
Yes.
Hey
I
guys,
Give you an
thought that,
orgasm.
Yes.
wanna see the lyrics to a song Travis Scott wrote about this movie?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I
Travis
think you
Scott
do.
wrote a
What?
song.
Wait, hold
No.
up.
The red and blue
No way.
outside of the
There you go.
This is not real.
It is real. I promise
Wait.
it's real.
Right on land.
Oh.
Look it up.
Make it land at slow
Like,
motion.
He got paid for it. It was for the movie. but it
Nice.
exists.
Last time there was no
The
tent.
lyrics include skirt skirt, which I never thought would be associated with anything Christopher Nolan.
Legit, make it land. Slow motion, what happened? Ooh. This is fun.
Wait, I kind of want to listen to that. What's this song called? I want to listen to
It's
it after this.
called I don't know, just look.
It's on the IMDb page.
It's
Okay.
called The Plan.
Ah, yes, the plan.
And like
Yes.
the soundtrack is also like used in the song.
Good
Okay.
God.
Nice.
The one thing I did like about the soundtrack though was the backwards sirens. That was cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
backward sounds in general were really cool.
Mhm.
I think the music was backwards at some points too, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of like that. Whatever that was. I don't know.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it was
I
because
loved it.
I just read a bit. Ludwig, whatever.
Mhm.
He, yeah, some of the stuff was in, some of the music was reversed.
I
Yeah,
love
I
the-
also thought Oh, go ahead, Adam.
I love the part where the protagonist is like, what language are they speaking? And then the other guy's like,
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah, I know what backwards Estonian. Yeah, Neil's like backwards Estonian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that car scene was done very well. It was
Definitely.
also very well.
I mean,
done.
all the scenes were like
Yeah.
really cool to look
Yeah,
at.
but that was one of the more notable ones, I would say.
Right, and I love like the small details you notice, like the mirror on the car, the side mirror was cracked, and I'm like, oh, that's totally gonna
Yeah.
come in later.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. Like, I would like see like
Yeah.
little things. Like, I was like looking at that the first time through. I'm like, oh, how does he not notice? I feel like he already noticed, and then like he didn't tell himself or something like that. But
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was like looking, and I was
that-
like, oh, something's gonna happen there.
yeah. And that scene where they were like by the turnstiles and they were talking like through the glass, like and they were going in different directions. That was so well put together.
Oh, with
For
Cat
sure.
like getting shot in the gut.
Yeah.
Oh, and they were holding him. Yeah.
Oh, it's just
Yeah. That
wow.
was,
Yeah.
I would say that one was really done really interestingly. I was confused and I was watching. I'm like, so one of them's going reverse, but he's saying it in the right time on the walkie-talkie though. And then
Well,
when you go back,
yeah, it was like translating for them.
yeah. All right, why don't you move us along, Adam?
All right. So, symbolism and themes.
Oh, big theme, guys. Time,
Whoa.
No,
Whoa.
wait, please.
please.
No way.
Observation. I feel the English teacher inside you is really coming out today.
I feel like that. I'm trying to think back to like really. I mean, the symbolism, bullets. there's so many bullets.
I feel like Tenet is a crucial work in the modernist movement
Oh God.
and the Harlem
Speaking of
Renaissance.
Sador,
as-
you know what that
as-
reminds me of? Okay, so you know that like unsolved mystery? Can you search up Sador Square for me? That there's
Saber what?
search up Sador Square. That's like a thing that
Sator.
nobody knows how to solve or something, or no one knows what it means or where it came from. Search up
It's a
Sador.
yeah.
5-word Latin
Yeah.
palindrome.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
that thing.
from.
Oh,
Yeah.
Satyr, Arembo, Tenet, Opera.
was
Oh,
was this from Tenet?
No.
Or-
This is ancient.
Really?
This is an ancient thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool.
Oh,
that's
so
actually good.
he based this whole thing on that then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow. Okay, that.
Christopher Nolan's
Yeah.
Oh,
Tenet
because the
explained by
opera's
the
at the
Satyr
beginning.
Square.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it starts with the guy.
Arepo-
Then it goes the opera, and then it goes the tenant, and oh, that makes so much sense now.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's actually. My
like, up
brain
and
just
down, too.
expanded.
Like,
Oh.
the words all line up and down too. So you got like Satyr, Arepo, Tenet, Opera, Satyr.
Oh, that
It
is so
matches
cool.
up, like,
Oh my.
Dude,
Okay, I just kind of gained a deeper
Okay,
appreciation
this-
for that. That's kind of
Yep.
cool.
Just bump it
how,
up.
how do you make something like this?
Oh
How-
my gosh.
How
God.
do you write this?
Adam, it was found on Mount Vesuvius, or the ancient. This was. Wait, instances of Satyr Square popped up all over Europe. Two were found during the excavation of Pompeii. So
What's this
AD
called?
79. So this is
Holy
2000.
shit!
What's this
Oh
called again?
my gosh.
Satyr Square.
Satyr Square.
Adam, why'd you say that from so far away?
Yeah.
I just had to like get up and walk around, you know?
Have I just blown your mind on this movie? Or
Too much
Yeah.
potential energy.
This explains the movie.
Yeah,
This-
like
This does, like, oh my gosh.
well,
Honestly, if you just flashed this up like for like 5 minutes before the movie started, I feel like I would have.
like we all can agree that nothing compares to the poetry of the song that Travis Scott wrote.
He don't
I'd be swerving on the waves. It's like a line of us. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You know,
wait,
Out of line.
guys,
What?
the mission at the end was 10 minutes long. 10
Yeah.
it. 10.
Oh
Mind
my
blown.
I don't know
god.
about that one.
Because it's 10 minutes forward and 10 minutes backward at the... What?
Wait, hold up. It is. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god,
That's actually
the movie's 10
crazy.
minutes long. Oh.
No, but the last mission was 10, and then 10. There was one backwards and...
Yeah.
That's actually really
That's actually cool.
What the fuck?
Whoa, this movie just gets more cool. Like, that's what we're saying. This movie gets more
It's
cool when
almost
you think
almost
about
like someone just put this like Seder square in front of Christopher Nolan
And
and
he made it. He
told
said, "I'll
him to
make
make
you
a movie out.
it. Yeah.
Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan was actually excavating Pompeii himself, and he found this. He was
Yeah.
sitting in his room writing
Yes.
this all night.
Exactly.
Whoa. That's actually
That
really
bumped
cool.
up. That bumped up the movie to at least a 5 for me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Either
Yeah,
song. I just
Christopher Nolan done it all. I mean, he's gone to space, gone to Pompeii. I mean, yeah, he's done everything.
Blown up a
Performed in
hospital.
Inception.
it's just like the wine. I make it worse.
Hmm.
I run away and then you prance. Travis Scott's really a genius, guys. Here the red and blue outside. I think our options up. Wow, because the red and blue shoulder things. Oh,
Mhm. Okay,
wow.
Adam, you want to move us to opera now?
If by that you mean the next question, then sure.
Yeah.
So, how has this changed our perception on Christopher Nolan as a director?
Well, now after looking at this goddamn Seder square, I feel like my whole world is turned backwards, not upside down, backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I kind of get it now. I get it a bit more, but it's also like this movie is still really hard to follow.
I feel like as a director, he is so much of a genius that it kind of hurts him.
He
in my
condescends.
personal.
He just not condescends. What's the word I'm looking for?
Transcends,
Yeah, he
I believe.
transcends people's minds. He's too smart for
Like
all of this.
he's especially in Interstellar, like he's dealing with things that like we can't possibly understand, and that's what makes it so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why all of his movies are like pretty great.
Right. Like this is complicated as shit, but like Interstellar goes beyond like human comprehension.
Yeah.
Right? Like it takes
Yeah,
place in like the 8th dimension.
Yeah, we can't even think about
Tesseract.
that.
Just whoa.
Mm.
Whoa.
Yeah, he kind of just takes concepts that like humans can't even fathom, and
Right.
he I mean, and that's why his movies obviously are so hard to understand. But
Conspiracy,
the
Christopher
fact
Nolan,
that
not human.
the fact that we are even able to come like close to understanding it just tells you a lot about Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just a testament to the director of like how well he can try and get us to think about it, but then we also got to
Mhm.
take that one step further to like make our interpretation of what it is, which was
Mhm.
it's like what makes it so great.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So, next question. Who did you guys think was right in this movie? The future people or the present people?
Me.
Present people.
My instincts tell me the present people, but like I could be wrong. I don't know.
Wait, the future people wanted to scatter the pieces so no one would fuck with it, or they wanted everything to end? I forget how it worked. Future people.
Wow.
Future people didn't want present people to use the algorithm because they know they would fuck it up, right?
Mhm.
And then the
yeah.
present, and then that guy in the present, Andre, wanted to use it to end the world, or he was doing something and then he didn't
The
realize
future
it.
people.
Just
the future
doing it to
people
end the world.
The future people wanted them to do it so that like the natural resources wouldn't be destroyed.
Oh, so it's
Yeah,
interstellar.
that was their whole plan.
Oh, I didn't really
And
get
then the
that, to
present
be
people
honest.
were because yeah, it's like the whole thing with the grandfather paradox, which they weren't even sure would work. It's like you go back in time and you kill your grandfather, like you
Yeah.
couldn't have been born to go back in time to kill your
But I watched
grandfather.
Avengers. That's not how time travel works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched
We all-
Endgame.
We
Yeah.
all know that's the defining time travel method.
Yep, you go to an alternate reality, whatever. But so yeah, this movie wasn't like the normal time travel in the sense that if you go back in time, you can't talk to anyone because then it'll affect your future, not affect the different reality's future. It affects your reality. So that's what this movie is. So again, future people wanted people in the present. They were giving them a way to kill everyone.
Yeah.
And conserve.
Because they didn't like climate change.
Yeah. But they were conserving resources from themselves, but if they did that, then they would kill the people. Okay, that's why. Oh, I see why it's a grandfather.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because then if they killed them, then they would also be killing themselves.
Well,
Yeah.
No, they were hoping. They were hoping that like
Grandfather paradox.
it would be disconnected and that they would survive, and somehow the world wouldn't be destroyed because the past people didn't exist.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think it would be like destroyed if
try.
all the
We should
people in
try.
the past. I think we should try it.
Yeah. Why not find
I
out?
mean, like Christopher
Like-
Nolan used time travel to make this movie, or he like started in the future and then worked his way backwards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
This movie.
I definitely. Wait, actually, wait. That's how he got. That's why it looks so realistic, because he actually did it.
Yeah, that's why it looks so really.
Yeah.
What Owen said.
Of
Exactly.
course.
Right.
Always one
Yeah.
step ahead, Chrissy.
He's such a genius that he's now making practical effects for his movies. That, like,
He's
even
making
for science
practical
fiction.
effects in the future that are happening in reverse in the present.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm very excited to see what he comes up with next.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be to where time moves sideways now.
Oh.
Yeah, like
No, the
what else can he do with time at this point? Like he's made it go slow, he's made it go fast,
He's made
he's
it go
made it
forward.
go all over the place.
Right. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think when he did Dunkirk as well, like that just showed like his range as a director, because like that's not confusing, but it's still amazing.
No.
Like
It's
Tarantino
historical.
described it
Yeah.
as perfect. Like that doesn't happen every day.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Adam. Scoochie dooch.
So, final rating. Owen, we do scale of 1 to 10, 10 being best, and you can do 0.5s.
Keep
Okay.
in mind, 10 is like 10 is
Perfect.
achievable. Like, oh, I've said
Yeah.
10 for Interstellar. So
Yeah, I did 10
I
for
think everyone did.
Inception and
Movie I've ever seen.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 10 for Interstellar, Inception, Blade Runner, and I think 9.5 for Pulp Fiction.
all right.
Yeah.
So Owen, give it away, my friend.
Okay. I'm going to leave my final review 5.5 out of 10. Visually
Hey.
amazing. However, I feel like the plot and how it is presented really just pushes it down for me.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't think it was perfect by any means. I feel like there could have been a lot better character work done. Kat's character was really good, but otherwise it was kind of lacking in like good, strong characters. But I don't have the same issue with the plot. I think that once you do understand it, it is amazing. It just there's a bit of a learning curve, you know. But that's nothing to, you know, nothing to hate on, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it. I'm kind of floating between 8.5 and 9. I think just because of how unique it is, I'll give it a 9.
Nice.
All right, Luke. What did you think, my friend?
Let's see. So, all right, Christopher Nolan's a genius. We've established this. And
Mhm.
I very much value this movie, and I very much value him for making this movie. But it was a great movie. But I feel like with a little bit better character and world building, so we'd have a little more of a basis for understanding. This would be pretty much like a perfect movie, 10 out of 10. But since I feel like it was lacking, like we've said, a little bit in those fields, I think I'm gonna give this movie a 8 out of 10.
All right.
Well, I mean, just a quick note, like, as far as, like, I definitely agree with the characters, but as far as world building, like, most of that would have to be done in the future. And if they, like, showed the future, that would kind of, like, take away a lot of the mystery and, like, intrigue of the movie, which is, like, a lot of the good stuff, because, like, you don't know all of the, you know, the big, like, oh, future gonna try to kill us stuff until, like, more than halfway through the movie. So that really wouldn't have worked. And I think the world building was fine for what it is, you know, like it happens in our world, so you don't need like that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
Right, Nick? What you got?
I already won. Go ahead, Nick. Yeah.
Okay. I think I really like this movie. It was a bit confusing, but like as we get through this review, we like all kind of like learned a little bit more about it, and
Sure, yeah.
I think that's good. I mean, movies are good when they make you think about it, and I really like that about this movie. I mean, there's just a couple drawbacks on it, like it is like really confusing, just a lot of little things, but I feel like you get that in a lot of movies, so I'm gonna give this like a 5.
A what?
5?
8.5.
Oh,
Oh, okay. It cut out
Yeah,
for
not a 5, not a 5, not a 5.
Yeah. I was shocked.
I
Yeah,
thought
no.
that hit.
All right, so
8.5.
So I'm gonna probably say the same thing as everyone else. Like, it was confusing, but like as we talk about it, it started to make more sense. And you know, I feel like the more I watch this movie, and the next time I watch it, I feel like I'll appreciate it more. I still don't think it's one of the best Christopher Nolans. I still think it's like middle to low end for him, but it's definitely better than a lot of other movies that have been
Right.
coming out. Wonder Woman.
Oh, for sure. By far.
Yeah.
I just think this movie's uniqueness and everything good about it still outweighs the bad. And I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Nice.
like just to add a little bit more on, like in the state of the film industry today, with like huge franchises making endless sequels and remakes, and like the MCU just
Yeah.
milking the absolute shit out of source material that wasn't that unique in the first place. You gotta just appreciate the originality,
Oh yeah.
the uniqueness of
Did
movies
he
like
write
this.
the script for this movie?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he definitely
Yeah,
like
no, he did screenplay. Yeah.
yeah, but just like movies like this, like they only come around like once a year, if not less.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah, you just gotta appreciate that.
And
You
guess
know?
who was produced
Yep.
by? This is a whole Nolan family project because his wife
Yeah,
also
yeah,
produced it.
His brother co-wrote Memento with him. I know that.
But yeah, so this movie did you know, not the best at the box office, but I feel like we
Right.
somewhat enjoyed it, and for what it's worth,
Oh, for sure.
I think it's
Yeah.
a good movie. Again, like I said, not one of the best Christopher Nolan movies, but still great for its
Yeah.
time. So yeah, that leads us to our outro. Owen, thank you so much for joining us in the future, past, present, and in reverse. If you guys couldn't catch it, we didn't watch, but we will soon watch Tenet in the future, reverse, past, present tense time. So,
Present
yeah,
perfect.
present perfect tense of time. So we don't know what
Yes.
movie we'll be watching next time. Hopefully it will be Gatsby. And yeah, we're all gonna say goodnight. It's gonna be Owen first, Luke second, Nick third, Adam fourth, and me last. Take it away, Owen.
I suppose good night and sleep tight, and we'll like sleep in reverse as well, because I don't know.
Yes. Maybe even upside down if that suits you.
Was snoring in
Yes.
reverse.
Good night.
Hi guys.
Good night.
And that was actually good night in reverse. Bye bye. Ja, Sir Fernando geschrieben. Nee.
And
Second.
Ja, det
Hang your own.
Vi synes, at finde ud af deres mange VM-sejl.
What was it? Server feels yellow, snack, yeah, feels snack, and percent.
No, I would get Salim the throw from that earth and the school of surf. No, even extend to guess in a car. I know. Heaps tacky, but we'll put mask and scan your shall we will low and naughty was. Mask was next to her, Mr. Mask neck, Mr. Sack, server, shoot, but in a town, so we watch out when it. You, the stacking executive. Server den enda säkerhetsskiten sangen av rörelserna måste se nå var rörelsestilen just master fear was det var man under försöka but then I just second like even look at things that there worked there was it almost we really feel up the past cop but the seventh time det even said was hi
that was never or
ja, was het stukje daar binnen mij het nul volgens de absoluut zo zeggen.
Deze productie, hey, yes. So unfit. There is no Naira being with said even else. Hey,
Meer city, die
had well, I Shan.
Give him to their first
He lines the race issue. The like self surfing he that and so whether you're the like the shoes and the we smith the scammy in the soul be still netting him as their nerve shoes. Geld the way that you're sitting in them with the it's and the help in our own little
Next, but not the end of the beginning man of mine. And I have the wallets that I've been looking at the redness and can you see them to the cancer down?
Here's your fault.
The more than what I'm going to see them to the all on it. They're feeling infected of my hair. Now I'll split him. Guess I can't look at no 100%, but then I'm thinking, no, looks at your own video. She thought, there's how I'm asking and leave them to show where I'm like finding it. Snäs om hemstrar up party was that girl music so we can sign over visiting it next to this field of our mouse.
Ja,
Was there?
Jag ser thinking och see hur med alla att jag som jag tar det lite lite nej så jag försöker kassa ma jag en ska vara stopp faktiskt det är inte i boom set där men jag gillar nej det är bara inget du kan med något jag ser boom ni med det snabbt inte nej det är bara om det bara lite runt hela natten jag får ju sätta det gives that jag öppnar så jag försöker ma så Hey, boom, sit gallery rat. Get that.
Hey, no, we're yeah.
And there.
No,
I
get mean audience or where snip I get on the over now. So, sure, one the wheeler go see they'll find another. Jag vet inte fast så heter det när jag får jag det med det då och jag ser fast det var jag ser så even med det är inte kan det är sim det där jag vet jag har då det är inte då jag vet inte det är inte när jag bara det som jag needle door zero set up series right if we're feeling fast yeah zero set yep on two just name it oh
Yeah, right.
That's right. Even Sylvian Magnet, ma. Sleeps in the bullet as you killing it, so we kill you fastness. Mother, that's not a Steven before we'll show me your feebs in my nature nerve. Sissy, Vermel, but he was singing like blur snares, so kill you fast, even here is on it, even sending him here from me, do we live Shamirivian, even city live Shamirivian, yeah. Snit, my social life views and you should just no longer for sure. There was he's ma.
Cool. Yeah.
And then we got the he has a huge now and about milk you can little flat the big was the family not the new fun one the new fun set the for you know the was it just getting as him as it and I said no we know definitely no but the wish it missed it by no idea the great nurse do yep I want to it's where the you so very excited not sure great that I want to be a jelly fast mean I prefer so we can fill it out anyway go here
Perhaps that.
Remember from last the show. Just dealer this necessary to hand it all by yellow fat. Her vet what? As him. He shift. And that's the about no about from we run off my bill we snow not back up.
I mean, what do we? No, what? Yeah, right.
مش كتبوا في فيلم يعني مثلا أنا رديو مش بس واتشني في الناس دلعي
Hi. Remember even
Nish best nest did I?
That's real. That's your next about yeah. We should is in that. Yeah, it's in that now.
Back up.
Slav elke nacht in het slaap niet naast de no voice doe je no nee dan af was
What I? Oh,
I you're in the bags of that skill if her
hi.
as we can set feels like a car position here sich shish that feel below sicher not the you know yep
Hi.
there
Sail for the roll on. Door DMZ. Sai for DMZ will so DMZ. Kill me upset them out. So we didn't sort of when they sort of
Ooh.
the old ass master was the minutes.
Haha.
Santo was my here we sit there scared yeah
Say
Was there from the server running in fire the sheep and scaffold attack me handy.
yell. That's even sure scaffold attacking him onesie has just to see.
He's certainly to have that sounds long.
there
That's not okay. We're still out today.
And if you chase gets away, we're still out that here we show. You know,
You're probably able to throw in their sheep and then they're skelly be here. Even the game of the large math, so you no longer skelly.
now hey
they are if you get that Sai and no be so for your skill. No, they get
Hi.
Hi.
hi hi
Ready? Up. Right.
says in this body side it's there shitty no more what the I must first do it and they can exist you do it
Right for left, right.
yeah let me hurry Lord
I
Slots, maybe like you slot the wind and mad look at that as a
right there
if they always set outside the call beach but look the wind that they get to the last and then search your universe and the rhythm. Fine.
The mouth yelling it into.
Person
Hi.
no we're lucky that I want to make it. Is there an old beef then I'll walk beef
Yeah.
shoot and that goes Even stuff that you're always better. You're for the cat honor, you for careful and as the game knowing it's cost. Thank you. Math and Cabo, you should have and low version math, no more than the films that we won't today. The Beretta, you're in a song, no, you fight.
This time, low version math, in your office. That's the one
Ai, you know about Ai.
Scare version math, but that's there's never so
About
well.
really math in the Cabo, because no, even if we kill it off now, really math in the Cabo, we kill scare, we were shooting your way, should have father without nerve, get no get over kills die. Sick, go be there, and then
learn it out. What?
I'll forward to it.
It's still us. What?
There's even those that are zero and the this there was the now will be pretty fit.
Or when that thing is just
Oh, be pretty
Now we're reading anything else. Must do we hear a little one that but this is not wears not in there. But now I got none is there. But then there. They got doing it. Mother got do you still be in there? No. Oh, be now and it will be pretty.
oh,
Be pretty. Or I get pen and get the red and all weather is so comfortable when this is see for the lights and I'll be pretty for the feels.
Kan I already look at you of all people there for the most snitch yeah.
Oh, be there.
Oh, be there for the will be pretty fit. Even and errors looking at the we do. The chokes can push. Right, feeling it.
I think I
ergos this game of no show. Said the no button the shit the person there all game kill here there that's no bad guess that I go saw you net the bed I would get the setting action Nicky kill out whack Albert carried the stem is tested to sky.
I wonder for circle but I'll always lost. So big nature not so you'll not it'll be in very with very with the test.
Misha
That's
wonder
that's nature not your horse you'll see what see we upset send any met maar daar van de wie niks en we ja that's must not see to the game
Oh,
get in the minute why
there's never see it.
I
There's never maken nem we. Scheelt nou iets zo relaxen en geld is dit mag this is it. Yeah.
Getter Geller see booms the all else. Hi.
Zijn most aan het er nou iets af maar die geld is niet van de liefde zich relaxen en heel scherp. Zie iets
no matter what's that's not can sushi
Mr. Mr. Wanneer dat zijn is de snowboard seekers, carrots does that. Yeah, oh,
well for regular rules see what's a yellow sauce that up from if it can't land it ain't oh
Hi.
crap no I just found crap nurse lord warham the
Hey.
serious mate like the thing builder power and
er is dat en dan er zich nou niet best niet zit zo was er is in de chucks kan niet meer ja dat
Water oust of women are women at yeah go
oh net los doe er wat zeg je wou was niet waar niet dat zo er really Zach, ze niet de eerste zaak te werken mee. Snarf me in de whatever. Sir, we came now. What else is it?
Get your bet nuts die neem. Ja, mag ben nog zeeps en nog die nemen. Oh, dat wonder.
Ja.
Ja,
Must I say
oh.
yeah like
say
it emerging it sweet so my boss me making it every sky from wonder
by even
we in the last I mean
no wonder for sure for serious you'll sit so you must kill someone
Girl, sticky boops in the answer. What's that? Oh, girl, stick city boops in. Let's see, whoa. Oh,
Stop. Mr. Crab knows her with nest and nest. So much in salad, the one.
Is there fish out there?
Stop. Little crabs in the nest and the wolves in the nest. This is
No, I don't.
nest. Nest. Nalt in the nest. So now eat that in a shim with them. Look. Yeah. Whoa.
Ai, só que ela que else is we will never see me.
Bloody hell.
Or rocks about then Ross said we're still other sir. But you thought that you're getting we.
Yellow fat, and then I see the middle fips, and then back, yellow film plus it shall see it.
Шаямот. Гилзат.
Even with the looks.
Show me.
Even in the now, no, that.
Like, not home, but it goes next.
Hi.
Yeah, we're off for some this is down with
Serious. Шаямот.
Now I need to see the first. Yeah, my Shevix got been there's not first the real up with my this business and snip. So snatching it there's a year is I'm done off so it might
Sit there, we don't.
Шаямот.
Sit young at my skin, we don't. Yep, here it is. There, and I still favorite it is. Skill I used to not in the pub and I lost it.
once that's almost skim at all and that's looking at her body's looking at the stars in this yeah I get the stars there's a skim at oh and they give us a easy cool
Oh, that.
hi
But I'm not going to sit here. Stop.
Oh, stop. Hi.
yeah is this the running on
That's more sizzle.
And that's what my earnings. Oh,
Amar
Hey.
Nilla.
Mar for me here wasn't even it was no wondering if Mr. Voss so that's all I need one and if it feels that very absurdist specialist
we're this.
Hammer for absurdist specialist in years and lost not feel I only see what times now but I don't even know this
Then boom, cindered on the hero washer, Chris, Haley.
Still missing me. Taylor, get the nerve back. That yellow fat.
Yeah, there's finding about healers in gas and there's each chilling at Louis. Yeah. The shaver spot.
Taylor, it won.
Oh.
Math people
Ethan was illness. What? Yeah.
but I know solution yeah hi
Other videos in there. Heals it.
I believe in it but the cost album on math yeah run the thing is the server knows nothing I was yeah manage to know as we so as of I get to dealer not dealers know why that is so where
Bye.
Just
Hey, little her in the wall.
now I should get a heal
Sure.
the what
like this the boy was. So it's in the showers and fitting out. You're it. He'll south. There's young Oscar and so that's in there. Out. He'll feel where they're only setting. Right.
and back is not so I guess
That's hey.
no back on this master pass in the last nitty on then episode I need a kill episode and I need to what jag har ett master för att jag inte så jag kan inte få det skill det jag kan inte så så är det där
Here they only making you lost that those oh, feeling the fire the rain that's there I can learn but the sit on these bombs the kills will down there.
Ja, så är det nog om det är så är det bäst.
Hello, Geller. Ni ser det.
Och vi är snälla. Och vi är not så ni ser och mother.
you know it's Feels like it's
Hey.
bone eye.
Hey.
Feels like that, and then you say there's no hello. Feels it's in the bathroom. They're off the toilet.
Server still busy. It must. So fast for the must. I. No.
Så everybody went that kill nach that kill wist no must this have so is we moving it.
Oh, killer rolling action is nice.
Hi.
Looks like snare ass, they're right, but do it. Crash nice to knock it. Young is no what to say.
Man.
Nice and the two yellow socks. Crash nice to the yellow family.
No, let's say
Now, but lost it.
Vi med annars.
Just not that. Oh,
still one right off. No, sister with him, still one when I got.
Det här har vi så på. Det är så länge förstås.
no, under for certain is in it. They so see the author and national. Eric's looking scary look.
Sounds right in that set.
Yeah.
Even the rope, so they're off the
Oh.
Oh, your rounds is it.
That's how we'll put everything.
Serve back.
Even sit up or active action also scary listen. I know.
Must have got new
Say move on.
One, right, kills, say, grows or salt, kills the MV, kill me, kill MV, give him sin. This never situation I heard, I'll put the hair. Session 0, give him sin, that is his bad, but it,
City said by little.
no feeling, Zuad,
Ooh.
you're really so near so, you know, he's like an air so. No, it's
Yeah.
not going near surrogate, but then. But no, this is like a hurdy to that, but you know, so this is like a sky. But you know, so this is like a sky.
Serves the server and it are give him server and give him lava left sitting out in the wheeler not so I go. Yeah, whatever's that slow be stick your wing it. Or mess the nine yellow national for very weapons are locked. Yellow gallery. The group is so an angle scaffold because if yellow because if the killer pill at us up to lock the other get for yes the other now get back almost not snow but catching but that's nothing that is she but got show out there again the was called this him that there was this bit up not do shit or say it yeah we learn alums like shit it I'm the Brady Mill Baffy's sister see the rank with crossing enough make I ma those are locking a killed her and killed her own me basically up skirmuffs man sing it to the one Verosmas det heel bewaard dat was heel erg en zo heel erg raar Hi Zui Herme
Oh,
Ma One
Yeah, go to there's no one. No,
Yelled up Pulled in that shield sharp so we didn't make more hear that and then this came out this came out this came out what not good you on a officer what
go to do it. I more not should we sit.
One up the road you risk I had this I'm not sure of what is that it ain't been on cafe lot it right guess the keep there Sammy or it sir and I'm a you know kill us such how kill you over sheep in the guilt get up to the neck get not up kill you can get be guess his name best my 30 million baffys because not show it so on it will on
It's not crossing it.
Here,
Man.
baby.
Hej, så we're not out of that.
my 30 million baffys because not show so the
you sheep.
the white kill my the armor sky now Zikos name to that, no honor for certain. Yeah, no,
No, those you want to get that say.
I hear it.
The year, in the year,
I
you forgot them in the south. The shouts and the snow moves the lot. Yeah. Hey.
I got and I guess what she be. It's kind of my secret to keep their okay. No one shut up.
Hey.
You know, for anything, I know, feel nine up, so certainly, I know, I go right there, remember.
Siri. And Mazuino and
Now,
Hey.
throws my circumate that.
There.
Well, I guess you know,
Hey.
throws my circumate, the snap storm comes, the throws my circumate, and the hot throws my circumate, guys, now, circumate, the shit of her, I have me.
Girl, fresh out soon. The game in the groove either. Hey.
But you're actually up the boots and an after.
Yes, there's no one.
Now, I'm right.
Yes.
That's cool. I remember how I was very bad. This is what so I don't remember how it should
Fresh out soon.
he's the white.
You were asking the air. Yep, nitty. Feels like I can't concept fresh out soon. You fit away.
I don't need to know step car shots to show it.
What?
Just found my wife's easy. I came in like soon. He's near.
Now it feels as much when I'm in Ursa gambling and Lozzie. That's soon. No wonder when he's near his name because the nigger.
Alright.
He's the LZ. He mixes in. I get a wonder for circuit and then.
I
I'm just a girl. You know, you must as a kid. I was like,
I girl one of your vessels. Never be only fun. Yep, there. After those seas to find this is really fell in. Yep. Here's the stand trust. Then the fastest will be sweet and such. No one for six. The craft and the fastest. Kelly found that there's who at this away. Young mass, no, was this? It's just a girl that I.
it's some standard.
And in fact, no.
Or go off.
One.
Oh, he's. And I think he moves.
Who's posting it? Hey,
The damn terrible. The in fact, this thing is we is there off sitting it out there all fierce and for all finish fascinating. Isn't it that? Right. Right.
I'm saying snel meer lief net de healer in de zit net er lees niet mag laten je mag zitten voor je dat ik hoor dit zegt net ze hebben nog heel schijn zeg je net misschien niet meer voor naar dit heel schijn nu best niet best niet wat wil staan op snes gaan we niet best ja
Maar het is niet dat of niet ja niet waar als in het is heel erg dus is even nervous niet meer meer die was nem niet best nee no heel nee nee het is not there een mail in de vast en hij stil
Yes, right here. That that lawyer says no, and else goes in the house. That you should have did this because I can. What? So yeah, obviously was that not going to get an answer. No, he was girl. There's no if an answer. No, he was girl. Need me it. Was in the sentence.
You'll be for drops to show it.
You'll see already.
Already, yes.
My full barrels in this hell. He reading or it was deep it. Math. There's time he's just fast in the trust in it. The yellow so. Mother pills and almost this certain the safety from the hair will say. First, the surf mirror and see this unknown. Scalp survey roots behind him out. There's time we know will ask bills to get. You know, yellow fat. Stick yellow fat. I can't shit. But
no ik be fun
Sam
you
Wow.
hey man
yellow fat. Miss that. Oh,
niet meer
ja. Ze should be echt mag hier even. Nou, wat schims is
Oh, but it was it. Even more.
ja.
By.
whatever match maar dat was niet
Ook heel rustig bij weg op.
hey
Man, het was een eer te hebben server en uitsteken in je uur zit er en hier.
Wow.
Hier.
Snow. Snow had good and I find it. It was math and got to north. Dan ook dat nul bij helemaal niet veel.
Ja, ook in je ogen en uit zo'n fit. Zo weer op je af. Dat look als er naar. Net geven we dan er net zo look als er weer. Was.
Hi.
En dan op zich. Nou, was mij niet meer net.
Ja, nee, we rush mask en er dat dan was hey.
Hi. Nou,
Ja, ik ben de maat.
Man, zo uit. We moeten wel even naast. Dat is niet snel na.
Dat is dus de.
Ja,
zeer. Of I'm not never as if the only fun in was the mask and server. Heel still rush mask. Dealers to send out so they won't sit.
Niet helemaal. Nee. Heel even. Ja, wat is ja, zie we moeten wel even naast. Heel certain was het. Je zei ja, wie ben maar het zeker. Ja, wel. Yes, no, heel seizoen om maar heel even. Nee, heel even. Ja.
Wat is het?
The next of my story, let's turn it up. You remember that? Wow. Hey.
Wat dan het?
Hey.
hi.
Server en ik doe de master wolf.
Done.
Snow crap. Wil je dit een show nemen?
Hi.
Was het actually heel goed zo.
Hier is een Mr. Inside.
We're making it in this one.
Ik ben yesterday.
Here, both up. Here's the thing ik af veel los door in het Sinterklaasdorp bij de jouw die zei er een vriend de doch nou die speel
En ben er op een hele actie. Oh, dat is audio 6. Zo, meer ik ben there one audio.
there.
Hi. Yes, dus en ik ben hier zeker dat dat het zeker bij jou.
Nou, daar is aan. Geef hem de flash. Jammer voor in neer. Ik niet dat zei.
Er. Saai, ben nog. Nee, ik in stuurscherief stuursters en ik ga erop in de zeefste staan er. Rooslief en ik met stuurscherief. Net de site. Maar in mijn eigen leven.
That's just
Zo je wil me niet lucht doen het in mijn gewoon naast me door. Ik weet wat.
I
Ja, net dat is een maat met paar dus daar brengen we
heel server nee in de maar dus heel de heel zo ja dan nieuw maar best ik heel
er hard ze die zien ik gaat en dan niet elke keer was hij je oh
nee ik heb het wist heel zien oh dat de script server niet heel in
Oh, dat wordt veel kaart. Ben niet de nieuwe wat zeg ik maar.
Ja, maar ze met een charge niet maar
ja het is niet
Hi.
even
Lager veel roos.
Oh, eens dat ze ja, doet zijn eerst en ik als een gast door dat gaan zoeken. Hoe voel me dingen ik ja. Oh, eens dat hoe voel me dingen ik dat leuk. Ja, hoe ja, ik heb zelf zo niet aan zo.
Skips en deze niet jij.
Heel is niet als met eerst.
Zeg ja maar.
Nou, die loop. Ja, als is het.
Ja.
De man. Ja, dat was er ook.
Dat is heel schijnig. Ja, je was niet. Ja. Ja.
Oh, nee, denk ik maar wanneer ik nog maar dat ja.
Dat shit zit vast ik zo.
Zo dan weer muziek. Ja, gewoon maar.
Hoe is het nou mensen denk dat ik me een maak niet hoe is nou na.
maar we better fish it now man enough yeah girl
De Overshield has it on ja de het must
Hi.
Billy aan de just then we
zijn de Chinese Overshield voor net de real snesse tijd van naar Israël Overshield het gelder schief
Ja, god, snel maten. Hij
starts even they're over sale test even met de song
hel maten. Wat neem ik eigenlijk wel iemand op?
so I know it now guys is you see Sitting there.
Where there was so fear fun. Elder arts and now master for eat. Get then I get really fast there. The shimps at this time, Kelly Bang, the ring it as skill, sitting around the here, these sitting around your sheep and Gaster, her sheep, and they may have cost the only skill and they'll pack Kelly out this now for an active server is looking at us smash the Kelly even with it. That's Kelly fast.
This is gonna
Kelly fast. Her no.
Her out. And the show no does he?
Missy Lova.
Nagamo.
Oh, back what her off skills already have done.
Like, crazy boom mouth, get loyal.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Charlie.
مش بس نقدر نعرف زي باكس ده بس بهدي نقدر
يلا out but not safe just no we'll try it
نقدر let's نعرف safe just no in the killer. Yeah.
and part of the Philip likes to do his asshole full of it but the lock comes to ma and it do it in the kit and we do it in the off the car party money chat no one for circus that really that Hurry, kan har ingen uten nedre bish sin helt mange skjær for å vide sustainability way.
Det sustainability.
Jeg lå på sin egen skjær, en vest i råpen vest, en ja, nedre bish, en lå på sin helt mange shop, en ja, is ja, one or that. Så buster right over. Bish, de ble så gitt ned på vum, vel. Snart si vum, så jeg så det heider om det. Nå skjer vi så helt jo. Jeg så ikke så litt opp som fra seg, vil lage han ikke da. Sen jeg stod så jeg. Jeg stod så jeg, så jeg was like
There's your brand and show.
That's it open vest that Chargil Sky. He beat me out, not net. See
One.
let's say second.
I thought you. What's here?
Alles of them. Dat kan man niet doen. Maar ja,
Hey.
Snow crap land over that.
looks to no.
You look me in our business in our
Ja, what's your help to the help? We finished that and it's there's no
Yeah, even smell. Even
I
Here it's setting it down. The leaf and that's your not there snow and that's number 4.
snow crap.
Zach.
Ja, zo'n zeker man, pretty rich na moest weg. Nou, die soldier, net over left die van onder vervangen niet net. Wel stil weg.
Hey.
Any more?
Over the ground if this had really fast. If the sour furnish the was op de snurf neem dat van wheel chefs het veel rood op de snurf was neem goed men echt doen nou schulden was schulden en
Je begint niet meer.
Hi.
Or what look no healer the low.
Mas wel die bim de heel gezig hem zit hoe is waarom je nog ook heel gewoon ja je bezorg je begint
Snurl pads it is a snurl what's mess the yells of keeping it is it oh so
dan slochig neem je hem zit wel echt snel daarmee aan de zeg was maar nashil ik heb zo naar nou wat de hustle ja maar
zo snurf voor nog is
well then I do in your head you're ready to solidity.
That's not the ear snurf name.
snurf is it
Nonsense off in as a steep now scale under that
Snurf silly.
Snurf said
No, snurf me beer first.
now you're there energy zone is best in the Mars
here's your fault
Not reason in the but not feeling sure.
Yellan. Yellir if you're building Elder Glass and channels car and mess of Gilly. Hi.
ده طبعا اللي في عاملين نشرم السيلفا يسنا في نفس
Who is there? Kevin Labst. This is a will partners a witness of wake Gilly. I guess no guilt nega on a ma.
Yes, the song in my winner. I'm crossing the leader. You were go away. What's the That's how you
Show scan this mouse room now, man. Oh, yeah.
look out for the fashion business.
This dog.
Ja, lunch never feels my swing it never feels it must on ja never feel
Here, fellas, doesn't mean it's the wheel.
Neers in de ziekte stil met nacht.
surfs al heel ze echt ja nee surfer in beeld met dat nou sneeuw echt heel anders best niet of zo het nou zit heel erg ja en ik wil wat niet almost remember oh dat is that's a girl did no shit ja maar de meneer next is zo
There. Right.
The book naast nummer voor de vastkaps ding mail mail en naar hier toe stuur dan even make the heel ja see learn and I go stuur nam
Right.
what a shiller fit zing het ma next time
Bugs you feel that I access the line.
scam machine as it a what
Scam machine. Scam machine. I did always do from that. Will sweat and so no wonder for certain. And hey,
this time mess it when you've after listen to beat getting in the app I'm doing it down this shit a lot you know yeah but now we don't want to sort it
hey.
That's really even more scam out the lowest max we one get the weird ones guy.
Nice to see you, Woozy.
Hi.
Ma I'm being must have make up sit here
Ain't off saying off.
There's no one man that's dirty. He moved there, getting the ear. The next thing he moves to these, no one is no respect. Oh, else no respect. Alright, there is. The luck was a heap house, no one said if I stop the failure, if this and more for not even said I.
shopping next to the nitty mouse hey
Help.
Then that's not good. You are feeling shy. Always there was panic. Or even exceed the message how the or even talk this.
je mag nu zien hoe zin heb je
I'm the bigger still. Oh, give it.
nice ja
Oh, give it. Oh, give it.
en nu de nog niet snel is ik echt zo makan er is not it out het surf dan is not it out
Hi.
it's so goed zo ik zero here with all
Says here, sing there, but we think
says here set
Where's that?
here, baby, there, so
Gosh, not stick this on. Here, get there. My help is back.
nee wat nemen de ja
hey het must go dan heel zo hey
And this narrow.
ja
This will suck it down.
zo
lekker dat is er mis na zit jullie de broom is nog even er snag ja zo
yeah what it see
Oh, did I remember? Oh, it's not.
Yes, so anyway. Haha.
It's not it must be same so we will
gosh so hey
so discussion I said man this term is not that kind of thing here and it makes no
hey
No, but I get that.
hey
server net plenty ma and then they don't like even but no
there
Where is it? You know which kind?
Hey, oh, quit that.
But I've never been there a while. That's so cheap.
heb je room zit snel was niet doen is er sinds church in de ben je in de
Hey, he deals.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
no.
I'd get
right
a little narrow relax.
Hey.
Oh, beef and excellent. And I'll want to kill you.
yeah
hey
Hey,
hey
مش لازم تخلعوا ما تقدرش ينعكس يشتري ويحن نبدأ نعمل Yelling out to her, Gilly
Hi.
Mr. Open Elbow, yes. Morning, sale, Sims, we share one kill, list. Her own bit was named it away, gone, hi, you. It's her own bit was medical.
Right. Oh,
Boy, we're gonna do shiller, but we'll see what happens more for the time. Yeah, looking at my practice business thing after, but to the CV now, it's just fine as person, that's how with the Owen.
By the way, I go be get. What's that now? So we should.
Well, I didn't get sure.
Hi.
the reason I soup bang after you.
Boy, you should our boss, really, you should know with our.
She hasn't been wrote. Then that's the Zoosh, yeah, so in law. Zoosh, don't
Our night, boy, get our shit. Boy, get our shit out, that's the one for the way you again. Let's say, shoot it. Gilly damn leading it as it runs, listens it at nights. It must be sure that I am. I guess the shit. Boy, feel like he's here, it's just
Hi.
Her off, nice, operate as well as Miss, the sort of say, be back on his about that, not nice. I'll show me to niece that no sin nega. And it's nice, Matt, it's just nature, the look to him, so I,
Bye.
well, I only know where I'm supposed to go.
I can see that way. Like, next thing is like, what we hang like so I get them. Hi.
They didn't get a sort of book, so I.
Oh, one of these skill daggers lost no end.
Hi. Oh, what's so
Basil, no, we're not in these or net the Basil. No, it's me, the top, but there was a skin of like beats out. And if so, with the Kelly had
Mas é que não se há aquele se vê que nem é como se esquilo, ele nega.
Hey.
her along.
So scam out with the long out for her, but shucks, I see we might. The well just look so you know much sure than they
And if I know they're off now, it's still having it instead of shooting there, so I thought with the renegade.
That's not cool here, is it? No, and that's just here in our head. Who I gotta get on the fed, mate, yeah. Need my insertion is no.
Alright.
In the air of no way, I'm getting a nature now via win it. You'll be netting if I had the wings now for me. So you know, I said, Sarah, where the niche best if we can nature not. Yeah, I'm look at my most girlfriend, the niece look is out, those like I say, mate. Say, nah, I'm a girlfriend with her, the killer fan, he's never fan, niche best near enough. Niet de nacht willen willen ja nee de film zijn niet snel van mij dus ja ze is nog niet meer ja de beste is hier wanneer ik nooit stil maar de wonen nee zijn dat zie je nou maar nog snel waarom we willen zo niet best niet heel lief
Yes, Harry.
niet meer
أنا قريان وين يبغى نلعن في السيرك أنا قريان يزكي فانس that oh shit this أنا قريان استنى wait
Nature unmask it. Best get out to the hill.
there you go right
The nature none. For our fifth away. See the fight. See, as the end must be the nature. No, no hill. Scalp my ear. The nail to look. He's no, yeah. This guy.
And now goes game Mr. Cobam near the Murph not Gilvar. But we went to Nega Gilly fat surf. That it was sure did it or Gilly shot. It's the Gilly fat out of mass. No maps it then yes, I'm heard that video. It's the
maybe thing off it's not good any else have been else here though yeah so we should he must feel bar that's the thing he was who did get the drops the shit others out off and now going in it wow this nest and it yes just did a
Oh, you got forced to it away.
Right, so get
is it
it's that well girl was just was, and he was the fell through
Yeah.
That's your none, it doesn't know what yeah, else in this little pipe, little from out, little from it. This little pipe, we can look at her. Guess not. Guess what's there? How many hours? Guess not. And still, so I got that guy.
En elk schil is en de git. Net nooit de meer schil niet was de film. En zo ik niks was het out. But dit erover niet dan nooit niet de rest of heel het. Van op de milies weer is nacht. Heel nieuw schil heel ver. Jullie krijgen weer gezien. Ja. Sen evening met
Yellow
Later on, who's that? Hi.
I guess I get half from Snamosi, there's no end of the eagle caffeine, you're just snicking.
Nee, family. Die hoe met de shit voor nou. De van zeggen.
Hi.
And else is the door of the boy who is master on able to look at it from videos. No, I can look at
Hi.
Als het zit nou, ik zit wat ze van gewoon niet bro. Ja, ik zie.
Right. Yeah, it's just like yellow killer because me sitting at gonna yell up and night or no you're on a scalp back killer no I quit low yellow because me sitting hi
Efter som folk losing så så vi boomer jag kan se det Louis Fowle som ni know what when jag super well that blah blah blah
oh
USA's katten as he know the caps are pro and the US and the you know the caps are pro for the US for people the caps are fair run my food did list so we thought we did when they in we did an awareness and nothing do it
was nice and now he basically go out.
Server name is the ghost that's the
thing of server and it no more skill that with really fair we're hope soft mailing set there
they're scarce these nervous nervous and the server يلا يفازك بالتارجة يروح يلا يضع لفات مع لفات
Mr. Very feminine wheeler, so yeah, yellow dealer, so many that's not that.
Överallt surfen och blöt wits. Det blir dock gäller. Men jag sa jag så då kommer det näka kan det är för gillar det. Så är det nog för näka mass mitt.
Misha I
Mr. Bread. And she is entering a second red of Neil Business and Harry is entering a shouts everywhere. And it will be in my house for open surf with all seats of great plus. I'm gonna have people who well as so and he has
Sally
his masses and masses are happy so he's no funny and up. Louis and then I'm pal with the least and if you want to be safe, you wish this going to be at least out. Doesn't need AC. Funny. Up, you're happy with the shower phone and I'm morning thing showering you with the value. And everything showering you with the first as a kid.
Man station skyer det ger mig säg vad säger det är skyer det gäller
Get that very from it. Look at us.
Sen shower fast någon gäller faj så det cash vad säger för passing up see that's Sally you know the fast me it up start see he knows even and he's get this subsidy no vad hinner vad sen
hi
There's the page. That wasn't like there wasn't that.
How you doing?
Exists that either real.
Sally oh
Right.
Yeah, was this a
I'm not sitting.
oh so guys and if doesn't let me shower wasn't that z going
My with me see was
and this and one
pick up but
serial
and this
names nail out
that's I think he has me
I think he catch now
det här är så då.
Not film sir for her van about but this shoulder with nice but bill but sen guys but no man is kind of way is it's who's got much
Nishka flop
let's get
And the shift that's it.
programmer not initiative alien just to go at this
Nej.
Fan, wel ja, om zo shit. Jullie verzisten maar voor Overman, net heel niet er wil nee.
Get her so out that even since zo here wil sit waar geld er aan MSD die money. Sorry, ja, geld er people since you drop from murder pas in the call. Geld die bewaard binnen. Maar nee, dan is gassen. Ja, goeie, waar doe naams. Ja, mas nu geld die bewaard zich. Ja, naast de sky, the sticks die why. One that name. People since there are singing out shouldn't of the week. Get your cat here, get just see, and I'll show you that one has it on me. Okay, what we got one out, it's just.
How's it do?
No, the get this and I out of some man, I'll show you that one out. And it's that what them and I am, and it's that about the woman be sent a master law. Yes, it was a ocean either, kill out at line up when I went out. Yes,
No, you'll leave yeah.
Ja, kom maar nog heel erg niet. Earl, feed mag dus. The Lord would was over yellow if I even males newest now rabbit her that what the Lord was in the old people from it more knuckles as there should be sense that there and yes you nice yeah if said yeah
That's not Mr. Steelers. So we get the muscular in his mouth now we're fast US heroes then the next would be and then give a now if the nature not still bear the liar and Gershma never be liars is so yellow missing it must walk you know serious kills day
Hi. Sorry, master, but he'll not he'll resist it gets no spare hair was so I guess it's not there. Anything I steady look yellow sir for your horse sister. Gilly.
What?
Gilly.
nature not yeah I'm sad for this she can actually ish and you know because or with it
No, amo. Yes, the kid out more was not either the
that's such a heck of worry if not even now we were you know Smoky beer village now, we're at Nelly Festival puts so much mask the one yellow on the squirrel we with the hand the squirrel yellow sky the because the dirty no kill with the ship in the walk normal fame to be music to the mass and nega yellow got it ooh shame or in what the yellow girl so another of me got us what
When I don't cross the no blue on that no the woman in this cat and there's he's going across isn't it even so no
And I'm gonna like me is there.
There was if you want else is missing this game I think when it's just that's the only first working game on Mississippi. Yeah, where are they going with this got side either of that miles yeah
Mark number here that's your net was there's never in on the studies yeah bull servers not there ning bull servers not that z the hilly fat was that's that
but I get a pair of shoes and looking share follow what there are to know what's the
hilly fat
we don't get to right now to know what's the night
Lewis who is will be I just stop right now you I wish someone know you going yeah we know man so first not here we be where we yeah he says he air serious and making messages that hilly fat
was the dealer yes those hot of your words
right
the new I guess there's a boosted yeah the female kill and so on yesterday neck I leave so telling me
Oh, the man's in the number man is
yep here than the law. What is
it?
Send the guys for the great name and man is just the hilly fat.
What?
So
Hi, oh, it's nice to meet
our snake or method go out there in the yearly risk that right.
Hi, you're a stippler with
I'm sending it
Or
below. So we can get the air nail braille.
He was yeah, the fact that we passed off now, but now for the little day was service happening in the making left side, and the old days again. So we That's just one on cinema. He went to heal one.
The real is see, it was a thing, yellow, and the cinema day, the second, the roof, yeah, that's an item.
There, my blah blah, I can yell, get some Zooey, Yell Nes, and Yell Silosa, Yell no liver boost name, but Yell Zooey, sticky bed, and not zoom inside, let her try. No, no, in such an
Hi.
so what are your favorite? Hi. Nick.
Mhm.
Så fanns jag slåin. Hela stöst men kan se först det så nog men med. Så jag super. Men så vill du då?
So most of her, most of the physical microphone. Skill that we see on your not miss the patch almost on through the stick game. We'll not even shot. Oh, good mystical they came in our sea Kelvina. Hero young game. Gelvero see. Gelson was it. Maar ook verstaat hem zo moeilijk niet als dat heel even zijn guys door but so you're breaking him back it's Mandy that lawyer even now as I guess next in this game says here it's not the bros of the hilly no your bros of the hilly ups near get when on when I get for so that girl so if na game
What do you want to do? That's the lock will be for the and I'll go see how else happen.
Sure. Shall we were stiffen at
No, has in the girl he'll has going to Oaks Nicolana her own issue below out Gilly had to pull off for her city. Even said the
right there.
Hi. Well, what is he in?
Oh, so now we're like turning
right there. Now, you listen in with the first and they even said they're almost the eater. The schmassing it. I'm getting in the office eater. No, I did. Just one else that I've near this and the easy. So I feel for lesser now. Possibly a chat for lesser now or elder lesser name. Else said guilt. I
spelled my Gary, even knowing there are even knowing their sister.
Second, right?
Hi. Hi, you are.
Wait, can name me.
Wait, even just no.
Right.
So, even said the illusion, and that's the here on I illusion, so yeah. Now, what the Jewish am such nonsense about was even with it out where Nick Galileo Sky's here. Luis no right, but the work of Luis no or Luis Padre Shackle if no doubt. Get the street up back.
Hi.
I don't want to say it, but Galileo is the more thing nature not on the thing is here. Poor nation, it's just Galileo is just my head up. Never sure. Yeah, I know. Feel there.
Yeah, our mapping gets even so that was this nest in the coronation. It's like I actually first girl pat walking the lot and the man that's now perfect thing in our sister the mess. So there's now out booster. Snell out perfect boost. We are us and I'm stay one it. Still off, but you'll keep off the hat. Still on there's Nick even so that is now master the go again now. Boy, Gillis Pie, you don't give up the next or not. Still,
Så Gris ner nagenax med house here.
This shall we ran and it's not least this shall we.
Yeah, yellow, you were snow, no, but shall we know as it name that was I
able to look it up to no real so
already the math now what shall we know your dream serious how we should get off the girl it. Yes, it kept saying the each yeah, I don't know what skill
Não faz eles hoje já cai. Fone que as meninas eu já e mas nós nas dois nature no doubt chegando ne vídeo eu já eu that faster feel aí that yeah what já was nature não você se o room se
the nature none this beat that we will they'll sit me in the us
I'm gonna guys can say
server and he had me how was real seen as how we
lost on the field tonight lost on the field of that I believe this is what boy Im size right I'm building that even without all that so we are even with that all that even show a like because it seems that we don't back on my name's now so not shooting it out when they get the master bro yelling at us now because we look nice rock me last night that's the red oaks even was this give was it's ich has a get nerve the way to the three das ganze junge Serie wer doch bitte die Hand auf die heißt all on ja ma
Yeah, fish no.
Yes, the fellas, that's right. King here is my certainly here is this sit though. For off the and it go around and not that those who shit must are though. Even if gonna be even look by even fights this one nation exists but as well. I will know under for secret that I see it. Sen can't really fit illness. Not.
I didn't kill. I can't live if let's sit it up against the kills her well with her eating meals now.
Oh. Yes, it's not said. Yeah, sir. Well, now you are sick. Girls, no wonder for secret of the books and the thing was Sheriff look a lot even the number of ammunition. Sheriff was say.
The shock was the next up.
What?
Honey, was snart our mother så sitta snart our mother hade upp andelsen med den. Men Mark, it's it there, but you're not. But it was an unsure of the master. Either time we slept in a gaster, but here throw long with arts and see the mission got here. So, here I go on shower again. I wrote this said, not never since him. Master your knife law not at mass level and if sister the next walking shit and groceries and very meal well left of her life from the crime and her fat her eyes sits and a gas door puts in on better by ace and me not and not and the shiny sound shining it will well out in it and but I need to see if map whatever just Zach this but I never read that's why
Here must have you know we did the sheep Lewis the Lewis
we net up the plus her year feet over muscle shock in my ilval at the how that was the shop goes net they go in here must have been all your film with the same I have you shoot
ja we sell net air even since not even since I but yeah that's right
Oh, ich bin im West, ja, liebe sind schau von mir Healer, ja, sich bin ich nach Maus.
Ich schau mal zur Fans, die uns der Fluss mal sich nicht useless, so as I got the Galani, we Galani for Healer because was no with showing like that a bitch how well
ja man said ja er film schwätzen nicht surveying better be hinders how
was way
you need to show
Hi, you are.
Was nemen let's turn in first
Was nemen
he
was drauf signet
on no that were all this I was ma name app doing something on the mouse the summit skelly no longer circle for you and I read shit well
na healer because man det det borde vara helt skärt
yeah and got the shall we back
man måste get några nu var
he no longer surface is ma
customer make a message yeah jag fäller ni jag ma hur väl du själv när det så är fast no wrong med från the baba ni kan ni med jag så men nej fast never felt but no mac igen there's that the other narrow map fast is an act for now so ni kan ma hur om förstå vad jag är even med vill ja jag säger att det måste komma över snäni ska smä it's the
which Steve Galish the one ya fast shabby master now no Mr. Master was this the site the next he boomed to do the mock for all the laws reasoning your notes and lines the boom will ship surfing with you that's what I got
on series never
that's how he's it's never money so when I folks away some kind of City, I have it, man, guess we was, and he's that. Zui, very room, and then funny, snean, does fast have Macau.